happens every time. Every time. So annoying. Oh, hi guys. I'm in the garage. I'm building something different today. I love mountain biking, so I'm building my new bike. Here's my old one. T130S by White. Very, very nice bike. 130mm travel. Done me well for a couple of years. A few years actually. And then I've just upgraded. I bought frame and forks. A G160 RS, so just 160mm travel. I didn't realise the rear spacing's different, so I'm going to pick up a new set of wheels on Saturday. Just a set of standard Formula hubs with some WTB rims. They just come sort of standard on these bikes, but getting them for cheap, and they look good condition. So yeah. Oh, got to show you this. Jeff. Meet Jeff. The new pupper. Look at him. He's a bit scared. This is the first time he's been up the garage. He's only 8 weeks old. He's a little staff. He's cute. This is his temporary bed. I'm going to get him a proper bed so he can come up and chill with me all the time. But it's the first time I'm up here. And he's a bit nervous. You alright, Jeff? Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Also, I don't have the mic set up on this yet. I'm waiting for the adapter to turn up. And then I've got a new directional mic thing with a big old windsock on. Vlog life. And then making some videos. So we went to Bike Park Wales the other week. This is why I've got this, because I was bottoming out the suspension every 5 seconds on the T130. And we were probably about 15 seconds into Terry's belly. And there's me thinking I'm Axel Hodges and whipped it over a bump and tachoed my wheel. I managed to true it up to this again, but it was hitting the frame either side. So I've got a new rim to put on this. Just going to rim swap it. Easiest job ever. Take the two rims together, take a spoke out, change it all over, re-true it. I've got a truing stand, but it's a bit of an old school one, so I'm going to have to modify it for the new sort of standard of mountain bike axles. And then go from there. This hub's not too bad actually. Bearings feel pretty good. The only problem is this is a 142 by 12 spacing. This frame is now Boost, which is 148 by 12 spacing. So I've got a new set of the WTB I-29 rims with Formula hubs, which are probably the same hub as this. They probably come off a Trek or a white bike or something. The hubs aren't spectacular, but I'm not that good of a mountain biker to need anything else. And then what I can do is I've got adapters to run this wheel in this frame. So next time I go, I'm going to take a spare rear wheel, and if anything happens, just swap the cassette. I've already got a spare tyre for it. Straight back in the bike and off riding again. There's no point ruining your day. You've driven 3 hours to Bike Park, spent 40 quid on an uplift ticket, all to tacho your rear wheel within 15 seconds. Hey, such a good boy. Come on, stay on your bed. Jeff, on your bed. Here we go. Oh, so we've only had Jeff 3 days now, and obviously he's still a bit scared of everything. I wasn't planning on bringing him up the garage this early, but I thought, why not? I'm going to get him a proper bed, don't worry. He's a good boy, look at him. Big chunky Jeff. Here's the truing stand. Old school. I mean, originally it's for old school mountain bike wheels, so you've just got 2 slots, but new bikes have these 12mm rear axles. So what I've got to do is I'm just going to grind these out a bit, I think. I could drill 2 holes. I could drill 2 holes so I can slot it through properly. It will flex out like that. It doesn't need to be mega accurate, as long as I can have something to gauge off of. It hasn't got to be centred, because I can do that myself. So I think I'm going to drill 2 holes actually. 2 12mm holes. Just got to make sure they're in the right place. Oops. I hate working in cluttered environments, but I ain't got time today to spend half hour cleaning it up. So, just gonna have to roll with it. Just gonna have to roll with it. So it hasn't got to do anything special. Literally just hold it in place so it gives me both hands free to loosen all the spokes. And to loosen all the spokes, you need one of these. This is a spokey. If you're going to get one of these, get the double one. It's the best. So all I've got to do is loosen them all up. I've got another tool that takes them out easy. Once you get about halfway through the rim, it gets really easy as well, because the tension pulling on this side is off that side. If you've never built a bike wheel before, honestly, give it a go. It's not that hard. It's just process, and you just need a way of holding the wheel properly. You could do this you could leave this in the frame and have the bike upside down. Lacing patterns are easy. Again, it's just a little process. There's a million websites that tell you how to do it. 3-cross or 4-cross. And then, don't ask me how to calculate spoke lengths. I just find them on websites or just ask the bike shops. Trouble is, a lot of bike shops these days will offer free wheel building, because they do it day in, day out. They could blitz them out quick, but there is something quite therapeutic about building your own wheels for your bike. I want to try a motorbike wheel next. I'm going to, hopefully you'll see Harry's bike on the channel at some point. He's got a lovely original Royal Enfield. It was his granddad's. And he's going to do him proud by building a really nice bike. There we go. Nice and loose. Simon's quick tips, mountain bike hacks. Tubeless rims, way better than tubes. Obviously a bit more expensive. Rim tape's expensive stuff if you go for the stands and this and that. Don't bother. Use this 25mm wide Gorilla tape. It is absolutely airtight, works a treat. £4 a roll. Probably get it cheaper online. So I got the rim tape off. There is one downside to that rim tape. It's so sticky, it just leaves so much residue. I think like the advert for the Gorilla tapes, they stick a dinghy together, and I fully believe it after this. Okay, so this is the twiddler tool. This tool, if you're building a wheel, you need one of these. You need a spoke key. You need one of these. You can get away with a screwdriver, and you can put a little notch in it. But trust me, to get a spoke out with this is so easy. I try and do it one-handed. You get it in, you twiddle it, nipple comes out, put it in a jar ready, and when you put them on, boom, twiddle it, done. With a screwdriver, you're all sitting here, all fiddling. It will literally take you half the time to build a wheel with one of these, so get one. One more of Simon's mountain biking quick tips. Whenever you're storing your bike, put it upside down once in a while. These are the old forks off the bike. What we've got to do is leave them upside down, because in the top here, see those springy rubber washer things at the top? Just below them is a foam ring. and the foam ring wipes the sanction clean every time. It catches all the dirt. And the oil in the shock, if you leave them the right way up, all the oil goes down to the bottom, obviously, because of gravity. And then these rings dry out and they don't do their job properly. So every once in a while, turn your bike upside down and the oil will re-soak the foam rings back up and keep them doing their job properly, which will prolong the life of your forks and stanchions, sorry. And there is some lube you can put on these things. You don't want to put on any old lube because it ruins seals. I can't remember what it is. I need to get some myself, actually. Right, I'm done for the day in the garage. Part of this was a bits and bobs video. I've actually got to go to work in a bit. I took Jeff back. He wasn't being too happy. It was his first time. He done well. And he is only about 8 weeks old. So, main thing I wanted to do today was get this wheel started. I'm going to finish it off in the week. I picked my new wheels up Saturday, so I can stick the Minion downhill front tyre on the new. I've got a decent high roller 2 for the rear. Then I'm going to build this wheel back up with the new rim. I've got a spare high roller 2 somewhere. And I've actually got a spare front tyre that's not tubeless. I might see if I can run it tubeless. It might seal up. And then whenever I go bike park Wales or Black Mountain or somewhere, I can play Axel Hodges, Mr. Whip. Try and get the bike all sideways, look all nice, without it digging in and taco in my wheel. So yeah, peace.